Hello, this is Builder Elephant, and welcome back to another review of the DC Superhero CMF series. Today, we will be taking a closer look at minifigure number 11, Huntress. The Huntress made her first cameo appearance in the 1977 issue of All-Star Comics number 69, and full storyline in the DC Superstars number 17. Both these comics were released the same day. This version has Helena Wayne take on the role of Huntress after her mother, Selina Kyle, is killed. Now, having Helena be the daughter of Batman and Catwoman was made into an alternate reality after Crisis on Infinite Earths. In the new Earth that was created, Helena Bertinelli became Huntress and made her first appearance in the 1989 issue of Huntress number 1. Now, over the years, her character has been given different origins, but they typically involve the murder of one or all of her family members. I love the texture LEGO puts into the black leg piece. They didn't just give her black pants and dark purple boots. Instead, they made sure that the pants had two light bluish gray lines running down the front of each leg, so the material looks thicker to protect our crime fighter in battle. Part of the purple costume pattern from the torso can be seen on the side of the hips. The boots are what impressed me the most. The boot pattern on top is common, but then a line with a diamond pattern on the ends was added. Now, I believe this represents the straps that typically go around her boots. The minifigure utility belt was introduced back in 2017 for the LEGO Batman movie themed sets, and dark purple was one of the first colors introduced because it was Catwoman's utility belt color. The piece might not be original, but it's a great match to her belt in the comics. I not only like the design of the torso piece, but I'm also happy with the choice of costumes LEGO decided to use. Many of her costumes are either very dated or drawn for a very specific audience. This is one of my favorite costumes because it keeps that comic book superhero feel and looks more practical. Once again, we see the light bluish gray lines making the material look like thick leather instead of thin spandex. The dark purple pattern on the front and back replicates her costume and gives the minifigure shape. The large white cross design on the front includes the character element, where she usually has a crucifix on her, but isn't blatantly religious. Rather than simple dark purple shoulder pads, 3 black lines were added to give a plated look. Dark purple hands were used for her gloves. The cloth cape with a straight bottom and single top hole that's made from a spongy stretchable fabric was first used on a Robin minifigure in 2018. It has since come in a lot of different colors, but as of now, this is still the only time it has appeared in black. While a white edge would have helped with comic book accuracy, I actually don't like how that printing looks on minifigure capes. I have mixed feelings on the original dual-sided headpiece. From a printing perspective, LEGO did a fantastic job. The magenta lips pressed together over a small smile or parted into a scowl with gritted teeth looks great. The feminine eyelashes are clearly visible through the large eye openings of the mask. Small lines under the angry expression add to her emotional state. It's the mask that has me conflicted. From the points at the top to the section coming around to her jawline, the shape of the mask is perfect. I even love the line they added to make the mask look more like an armored face covering than a cloth costume piece. However, I like how the Huntress mask sticks up slightly past her head to mimic the bat ears from the Bat family cowls. Sometimes it got a little carried away. But still, I also realize that this would have required a new headgear piece, but I think it's an important enough costume element to justify a new part. The mid-length, wavy female hairpiece was introduced in 2016. When Huntress came out in 2020, it was the first time this hair was available in black. It did not stay original for long, because it was used again for the Eternal Ajax the following year. Since Huntress wears a domino mask instead of a full cowl, her long hair is often used to give movement to the static comic book drawings. LEGO picked the right headgear piece to use for her character. The long hair is the perfect length, and the strands of wavy hair let us easily imagine how this hair would be whipped around as she moves through the city. The pearl dark gray crossbow is not an original piece. It's been around since 1990 and is still going strong. Pearl gray is also the most common color used for this piece. However, since the crossbow is her weapon of choice, it makes the perfect accessory. LEGO did such a great job molding this piece that it's hard to improve upon. The bolt or arrow is pulled back on the string. The latch is engaged and ready to be released. The stock is slightly wider to help brace the weapon against her shoulder. The stirrup in front will allow our archer to quickly reload another bolt into her weapon. For not wanting to make war fun, LEGO crafts some really good weapons. The dynamic stand works great for Huntress. The stand opens up a lot of display options for a character who jumps into action while keeping the city safe. I love the Huntress minifigure from this series. Since she is part of the Batman family, I'm surprised she has not made it into a LEGO set before, and I'm glad LEGO used this CMF series to finally give her to us in minifigure form, and happened to put her in my favorite costume. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.